If you are looking for the Pinterest perfect version of chronic illness, you've come to the wrong place. But if you want someone who will be real with you, stick around. Welcome to Mel's Diary, Unscripted.
What if I told you that my life doesn't look anything like my Pinterest board? What if I told you that my life is crazy and complicated and kind of a hot mess? If that's something that resonates with you and how you feel about your life, then stick around. I'd love to have you. Welcome to Mel's Diary Unscripted. I thought about starting this channel for a long time. In fact, I was just looking at some notes from, I think it was 2023 in my journal just earlier today. And I had noted that, I should consider starting a YouTube channel because of all the just wide plethora of experiences that I have, the things that I have experienced personally and gone through with my family. It's been a really long journey, and I just kept putting it off and putting it off. And here not too long ago, I was trolling on YouTube looking for someone, anyone who had some advice for someone who was trying to minimize and declutter, someone who knew firsthand what it was like to try to deal with running a household and having kids while also trying to minimize, declutter, simplify your life, how to do things better, more efficiently. And I got on YouTube and I looked and it seemed like everybody I found, just even if they claimed whatever, that they had done this or that, I'm just looking at them and I'm thinking, I just don't even believe you right now. How am I supposed to believe you? Like, you look like you don't even know what clutter is. You're like, your house is all clean and perfect and there's no clutter and there's no books and it doesn't even look like you live there. Like, how can I even take you seriously? And although I understand that you can look like you're all decked out and dressed up, maybe that does not necessarily reflect a health issue, but it doesn't necessarily indicate to me that you do have a health issue. So I just don't know that what you have to offer is really going to apply to me personally. Like, if I go gung-ho and I'm like, I'm gonna do all of this stuff today, and 20 minutes later my body's like, we're done here. I don't know what you thought you were doing, but the ship has sailed. It's over. Congratulations. You're down and out for the next day or two. I mean, I can't completely complain because it used to be more like 4, 5, 6, 7 days. So now sometimes it's hours instead of days. But after all this looking and not finding anybody, I thought about it for a while and I was like, I'm just gonna have to do this myself. Of course I'm gonna have to do this myself. And so I started trying to get a little more serious with it and making some notes and trying to decide how to approach it and wanting it to feel, be real and authentic and not choppy. I kind of, in the past when I've tried to do videos, it's like, 10 seconds here, 20 seconds there, and it's like intermission, it's like clip, 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 clip. And there will still be that. I'll just tell you right now, there's still going to be some of that, partially because sometimes I just can't even get through a whole video. Like, I might have some goals that I want to meet in the video, and if I run out of voice or oomph before I get to the end of them, then yes, that might be a clip. Also, I may show a clip of, say, first thing in the morning before my brain is really awake, and realize later in the day that I really didn't address anything. So I may take that clip and add on something later to hopefully offer something a little bit more in depth, or explain more of the why I'm doing what I'm doing rather than you just seeing me do it. So there's some aspects there. As far as my experiences and what I want to talk about in this channel is going to involve things like talking about the day-to-day of having chronic health issues. I have allergies and asthma and type 2 inflammation, which I will talk about more later on as things go along, that feed my allergies and asthma, actually. And I have Hashimoto's. I have had multiple cancers. I will also be talking about not health specific things, but things that may be related to health specific things, like decluttering, when you have a chronic illness, how to do things maybe better, more efficiently, little tips and tricks that I myself have learned about these things that hopefully I can share with you, and you can come along with me on my journey. And I'm believing that we're going to learn more things. We're going to learn some more ways to do things better along the way, and talk about some of the hard things dealing with stress and anxiety when navigating these types of things, and talking about grief. And I've lost some people that are very near and dear to my heart, including our oldest daughter several years ago, after she fought with leukemia for 7 years. So there will be some of that along the way, as well as just trying to encourage you as I am encouraging myself to keep going and to keep fighting through all of these things, and to keep pushing through the obstacles that just crop up just all along the way, and to keep hope and faith, and to just be better encouraged and motivated. And probably one of the biggest things is I just want you to know that you are not alone in this journey. You're not the only one dealing with stuff like this. And even if you don't know anybody firsthand who is dealing with these kinds of issues, or you just are not able to find that connection point, I just want you to know that you are not alone, and that we are all in this journey together, and we are going to get through it, and we're going to get through it better, and we're going to keep going, and we're going to keep fighting, and we're going to keep working towards the promise of a better tomorrow every day. And finally, I should probably mention, if it says unscripted, it says unfiltered. That does not mean profanity or raw or graphic anything. It just means that I want to be in depth and honest about what I'm dealing with and my experiences, and relate back to you in that same way. Thank you for sitting down with me today. If you felt less alone here, I would love for you to like and subscribe and continue to join me as we navigate our journeys. If there's anything that I can pray for you for, please comment below. We're in this journey together, and like every journey, each step forward takes just one step. Until next time.